An interesting turn of events. Apparently Anonymous is now going after pedophiles, given their new video and given what this article says. Now, I don't know if this is exactly true. Anyone can claim to be anonymous. There's really no legitimacy to anything that Anonymous claims because of the very nature of anonymity. So, what exactly are they trying to do here? There's plenty of laws already on the books against sexual criminals. I mean, to be fair, they let a lot of things slide due to bias in the courts and, depending on where you live and things like that, how much money you have, obviously. But at the end of the day, most people that commit some kind of sexual misconduct would probably be registered as a sex offender and get some jail time or get something. I mean, I don't think the vast majority of sexual crimes go unpunished. The argument then becomes, is that punishment enough? And yes, I believe so. I believe that the justice system should always lean on the side of leniency. Even against moderators, we will show them the justice they never showed us. But that's the only reason why I'm not coming out against this outright. I am not directly saying that Anonymous is wrong, nor am I saying they're right. Because if this can, indeed, fight against moderators, then I am in support of it. And the vast majority of moderators are sexual deviants, if not directly sexual criminals. Rich the Rapist Bueller should get some kind of jail time because his forum is chock full of underage people talking in graphic detail about their sex lives, and he jacks off to that. He masturbates to the notion of sexually confused children talking about their sex lives. If you don't believe me, just go to Giant in the Playground and check out the LGBT topic. There you go. For that matter, 4chan, where Anonymous originated from. Why aren't you going after 4chan? I would think that would be like one of the biggest child predator rings out there on the internet. But I don't see Anonymous attacking 4chan or any of the Chan boards for that matter. So how exactly are they going to go about attacking this problem? So, see, that's the thing here. It always leads back to moderators. You wouldn't have these child predator rings if you didn't have moderators. Because guess what? The vast majority of moderators are child predators. And they run a lot of the websites. 99% of the internet is run by some sort of sociopath. Maybe not a pedophile, per se, but some kind of sociopath. They're all control freaks, they're all assholes, they're all violent, they're all murderous, they're all evil. It just depends on what varying degree and what we can legally hold them accountable for. That's really all it comes down to. But yes, moderators are the pinnacle of evil. Anything that's wrong with the internet is the fault of moderators. Moderators are responsible for it both directly through influencing the environment of the internet and indirectly by the fact that they themselves are that and want to promote that. So, if you really want to come down against child predators or any kind of sort of evil such as that, you have to realize that it comes down to moderators, at least as it pertains to the internet. And I would even argue that the moderator logistics transcends the internet, but right now, for the sake of the world, it would be best to focus on the internet. That way we have technological freedom, that way we have real freedom of speech, and then from there can move on to a much more sophisticated civilization. So, really, I'm not condemning Anonymous here. I just have my suspicions, because it just seems convenient to me that they can claim that, oh yeah, we're going to go after pedophiles and blah blah blah. But then they never really say a website. And like I said, 4chan's huge, and 4chan is well known for that. And yet they don't go after 4chan. So the only thing I can think of is these guys are full of shit. They're just a bunch of wannabes talking out of their assholes. Or maybe it's some kind of honeypot. Maybe it's some kind of, provocateur shit to motivate people to be vigilantes. Because you know what? At the end of the day, mercenaries are cheaper than soldiers. It's cheaper to get people to commit vigilante justice and to just parade around, crusading against some kind of cause, and just, then when something bad goes when something bad happens, when something goes awry, you can blame them. Oh, it was the vigilantes. They're psychopaths, you know. That doesn't represent the national order. That doesn't represent actual law. And then they can get away with using these thugs to do their dirty work for them and then turn around and say that they hold no legitimacy. It's the perfect scam. So, and I don't even think it's that. I'm just saying that that's how these things tend to work. You're not giving me any evidence of otherwise. So, when I do have more evidence that Anonymous is serious about this, then it comes down to, are you pro-moderator or are you anti-moderator? Because until you're anti-moderator, none of these things are going to matter. You are not going to make a dent in anything until you understand that the problem lies in moderators. So, I guess I'll see you later.